Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're at Disneyland to celebrate the 70th anniversary by checking out a bunch of the new food items that are available. Sweet treats and meals and more. So let's get going. Our first stop on our Disneyland 70th anniversary food tour is going to be right here at the Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe, of course. And the first thing that we ordered from a Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe is going to be the strawberry shortcake macaron. Now this is interesting. It's got like a little candle up on top because this is a birthday cake in a sense. Little birthday cake slice to celebrate 70 years at Disneyland. Then we ordered the Mickey Hat Cookie. This is just a standard sugar cookie. If you've ordered the Bat Cookie at Halloween time, this is the Hat Cookie. They sound the same, they look the same, they pretty much are the same. And then also the Celebration Matterhorn Macaroon. Now, let me tell you, I usually love the Matterhorn Macaroon, and I'm probably gonna love this one, but it's $8.29. Did you know the regular one is $5.29 and the only thing different is the sprinkles? Yeah. I cannot believe they are charging $3 extra for a couple of sprinkles. What an absolute ripoff.
So taking a look at this macaron today, it actually has cake on the bottom. So it's not just like your typical macaron on the top, macaron on the bottom. It's just one layer of macaron and then a layer of cake, which I think is kind of cute.
It is very unique for the 70th anniversary.
So, you know, I wasn't actually super excited about trying this on, but after seeing it, I'm like, oh, this is cute. Like, I want to dig in.
All right, go ahead.
I don't taste a ton of strawberry yet, but I think that's in the center. And I haven't found the center yet. Like true macaron fashion, it's very sweet. But it's got a nice vanilla flavor to it, so yeah.
We dove into it a little bit more, and we did find the strawberry filling. This is a strawberry shortcake, and there is the strawberry bits. I actually didn't find it to be as sweet as some of the other macarons. I think because of that like sponge cake bottom, it's missing a lot of the sweetness that it could have. And I thought it was really good, especially with the strawberry filling. But I also really like strawberry jam, and fake strawberry preserves type stuff. I know Amy doesn't, so now that she's had a bite of those strawberries, let's go for her for a second opinion.
So I think this might be kind of an exception to the fake strawberryness because it's got that cake layer. If it didn't have that cake layer and it was just a macaron, I don't think I'd like it. Like, I don't like a ton of those strawberries on waffles or anything. I think it just makes them soggy. I don't like it. However, this tastes like if you went to a bakery, ordered a cake with like raspberry strawberry jam filling in the middle of it. It kind of reminds me of that.
And the boys are devouring the macaron now. That's pretty much how we do food here. Amy and I will sample a bite of it and then just let the kids eat it. Now we're gonna sample a bite of the next item and then we're gonna let the kids eat it. This probably won't be anything special, but
I don't even think it's going to be orange flavored like the Bat Cookie.
Is the Bat Cookie's not orange, is it?
Chocolate orange.
Really?
Yeah, that's why we always get it.
Huh. What's with that face?
The chocolate tastes kind of weird.
Chocolate tastes weird? All right, let's have a bite. It's got a hint of like fruity almost to it. I don't know. Maybe it is chocolate, but you're right. It's got a strain. I mean, maybe it does have like a hint of that orangey type. Do you think it's like a latent chocolate orange? Apparently it just says that it's a cookie dipped in chocolate with a chocolate medallion. That's it. It is a strange chocolate flavor. It's not like a typical milk chocolate, so I don't know how else to describe it though. I think it has a slight fruity flavor to it. Amy didn't think so, didn't really know how to describe it. Now I'm gonna have a bite of this and see if those sprinkles really add any flavor or if it's just a $3 decoration. Definitely a $3 decoration. There's nothing special about the 70th version. For our next food item for the 70th anniversary, we are going to come to Bengal BBQ, and this is our first lunch, like meal type item. And then from Bengal BBQ, we ordered the Grilled Tahitian Ribs, which is served with white rice and pineapple slaw. And I gotta say, this is probably the item that Amy and I were looking forward to the most in terms of the actual meal items. This looks really good, but it is a bit pricey at $19.49. So there is bone in here, and we're having to cut around the bones, making it a little bit more difficult to manage here with plastic silverware.
It's a little chewy. is probably my one complaint. But the sauce is really good. The flavor is really good. It's just really, really hard to cut, especially with a plastic knife. It's making me even more excited about Hawaii next week because it feels tropical and Hawaiian, and I'm excited about this item.
We're wondering if you're meant to pick it up by the bone because cutting it was very, very hard.
And it makes it easier to eat.
A little bit messy that way.
It is messy. It's going to be a messy item.
Flavor-wise, the ribs are definitely a hit. They're really good flavoring. Perfect sort of like Pacific Islander feel, which like Amy said, just getting us even more excited for Hawaii. But it is definitely very tough. And I think it's probably slightly overcooked as a result. Very tough, very difficult to chew as a result as well. But it is a decent item. It's good. It'd just be nice if it were a little bit more tender. Otherwise, the flavor is there. Nice hit. Again, a bit expensive though, so I'm not sure I would buy it again. But maybe I would. We'll have to see what the rest of the items are like throughout the day, but I did like this one. I just also had a bite of the coleslaw because it was a pineapple slaw, and it does have a very tropical flavor to it. The pineapple chunks are pretty prominent in there, and it's different from your typical coleslaw. I mean, it's mostly coleslaw, but like I said, with a tropical flair to it. I'm not the biggest coleslaw person, but I really like this tropical slaw. I also really like pineapples, so it's a hit for me. We'll have to see if Amy likes it.
I would agree with that. I am also not a huge coleslaw person. Like, I usually do not like coleslaw. However, this was pretty good. Would I eat a whole giant thing of it? Probably not, just because it's still coleslaw, but I do agree it tastes better than I think your average coleslaw.
To help celebrate Disneyland's 70th anniversary, Whatnot is partnering with us to sponsor a huge 70th merch giveaway. We'll be giving away a 70th anniversary Spirit jersey, the 70th anniversary special edition Loungefly, the pink and purple 70th lug bag, and the black zip-up 70th anniversary hoodie. That's 4 prizes for 4 different winners. More on how to enter in a moment. What is Whatnot? It's an online live stream auction platform where you watch shows from your favorite sellers while they show off Disney merchandise right there on the camera. If you like the item, put in a bid and you just might win. If you've never signed up for Whatnot before, it's free. Just scan the QR code on your screen or click the link down in the description. New accounts that use my link receive $15 in credit to use anywhere on the app. It's not just Disney sellers that you'll find on the app. Whatnot is known for a wide variety of collectibles like trading cards, Funko Pops, comics, and more. To be entered to win the giveaway, comment your Whatnot username along with the item you're most excited to win. The giveaway ends on Friday, May 30th at 11:59 p.m. PST, and winners will be chosen and contacted the next day. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button because you'll get a second chance to win in our actual merchandise update, which will hit the channel on Wednesday. If you're watching this video after the giveaway is over, don't worry. Whatnot has partnered with us to bring you huge giveaways every month, all summer long. So be on the lookout for some more awesome prizes. Next, we're walking right over to Rancho del Zocalo. They've got a couple, well, just one new item that we're getting, but they do have a couple of new items here at the restaurant itself, but one specifically that we are about to order. Here is the other item that we are not ordering, but I just wanted you to see it. What we did order was the fried tamale walking taco, which is a fried tamale with chili, corn chips and diced onions, with cilantro, shredded cheese, and sour cream. And I promise there is a tamale under there somewhere. And then the kids ordered just the standard chicken Sonora bowl. This is something that they've had. It's not new for the 70th anniversary. But I also wanted to let you know that they have brought the burritos back. The Sonora burritos are also back if you are interested in that. We did cut it in half, so Amy could have half and I can have half, and this doesn't look very large. If I have one complaint just looking at it before I even try it, it's very small. I don't remember what the price was. You would have seen that on your screen when I showed the item though, but still.
So first impressions are, the tamale is good, the chili is good. However, I feel like I'm mixing like Southern food with Mexican food. Because when I think of chili, I don't think of, I mean, I know it's Mexican, but like, I don't know. I like them separately. I don't know if I like them together. So they're both good items. I just don't know if I would mix the two. I think I'd rather just have like, you know, a red sauce and
well, the chili is dumped on top though.
Yeah.
So you don't like the You don't like the tamale because it's got the chili on top of it.
I do like the tamale, but like the bite I had wasn't covered in chili.
Okay.
See, like this, you know, like just a little bit of onion on top. Most of the chili honestly fell off of it and is on the side of this thing.
Okay. Yeah. The tamale is very good. I like that. I think I can kind of see what you're getting at. I didn't have the chili and the tamale together, but having them separately, they are two very distinct flavors. And I feel like the tamale tastes good all on its own, without even needing the chili. I think the chili is probably to make the dish a little bit larger, if I had to guess. It's Disney's way of getting more value out of the item at a cheaper cost, instead of making like 2 tamales or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but the tamale is very good. I would recommend this item for sure if you like tamales, you like Mexican food. This is a good one. Be warned, we have now split the tamale and split the ribs, and the kids did have a little bit of the ribs as well. So it wasn't a true split between me and Amy on the ribs, but I am still hungry. Neither one of those 2 items filled me up, and if I'd eaten the whole thing, I don't think they were large enough to fill me up. Good thing we still have loads more food to get today, but if you were just counting on like this tamale to fill you up, unless you are a very light eater, you're probably going to need something else. Our next snack is going to come from Red Rose Tavern, and you better believe it's going to be the 70th stuff. And this is a look at the 70th stuff. It is a shortbread cookie with a cookies and cream cake, fresh raspberry and a raspberry jam surrounded with white chocolate mousse and topped with colored sprinkles. And of course, we've got that little birthday candle on top. And then we also ordered the Sparkling Peach Punch, which is Sprite and peach syrup with assorted popping spheres. This is a non-alcoholic beverage, and you can order this with a glow cube, though this version is without it. Why are you thinking so much?
Because the white chocolate mousse on the outside has like no flavor. So like before, when it was the gray stuff, like that had a flavor to it. I had no flavor except for maybe a sprinkle until I got to the raspberry filling inside.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I prefer the actual gray stuff.
I'll try this now. Yeah, I completely agree. That white chocolate mousse doesn't have a very strong flavor. It is white chocolate, but it does not have a very strong flavor, which is kind of disappointing because I generally love this. But I also didn't get any of the raspberry jam because I had an end bite, so I'm going to try a bit more in a second with the raspberry jam. They've got an actual Oreo or 2 inside of this. I thought that part was pretty good. I like the raspberry jam as well, but I do agree that the white chocolate mousse adds almost nothing to the entirety of the gray stuff. It's not as good as some of the other gray stuffs we've had. The green stuff, the mint one for St. Patrick's Day, is still my favorite of all of the gray stuff iterations. This one is probably going to be around for a while, which is kind of disappointing, so I may not be getting very much gray stuff for the next 16 months or so. Unless they will have 2. I think they sold the regular gray stuff and a seasonal gray stuff at one point. Like they sold both not too long ago. So maybe they'll do that again in the future too. So Amy's having a drink of the Sparkling Peach Punch now. And this does have popping pearls, so they give you that
one.
They give you that big giant straw so the popping pearls come up the straw. What do you think?
It's different because I'm trying to think if I've really had peach syrup in a drink before. I don't think I really have. I think I prefer grenadine syrup over peach syrup, but it reminds me of that. Like it reminds me kind of like a peach flavored Shirley Temple instead of the grenadine. It's peach. I think you'll like it because I think you like peach more than me.
Yeah. The boys were just laughing because the cup is relatively clear and they can see the boba balls like going up the straw as she's drinking it, and they found it funny. Yeah, I did like that. That was pretty good. It's got a very distinct 2 different flavors. You can taste the Sprite and you can taste the peach, and it's a nice blend of them. And I think it adds a nice little zip to that fruity flavor. definitely like this one. The boys are devouring it right now off camera, and so I don't think it's going to last very long. And from the churro cart next to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, we got the 70th Celebration Churro, which is an ube sugared, sorry if I mispronounced that, ube sugared coated churro with some blue raspberry drizzle and sprinkles on top.
There's no cinnamon.
It's ube sugar
I know,
or whatever. Ube.
But I thought it would maybe be a mix.
Ube.
I like regular churros better, for sure. I mean, this one's pretty, but no, I'd rather just have a regular churro.
Now let me try a bite. Why does it taste like corn on the cob? Apparently she thinks that's funny. Do you think it tastes like corn on the cob?
I don't know about corn on the cob, but it doesn't taste like a churro.
Take a bite. And tell me it doesn't taste like corn on the cob.
Kinda does.
Yeah?
I mean, sort of, but it doesn't taste like a churro.
I imagine that's the ube sugar. I'm sorry if I'm just completely butchering the pronunciation of that, but I have to assume that that is what I'm tasting. To me, it tastes like corn on the cob. A corn on the cob churro. Definitely no cinnamon. Definitely very disappointing. As Amy said, Instagrammable. I feel like a lot of these foods have been designed to be Instagrammable, but not good for taste. I don't know. My opinion, anyway. They feel like they're dressed up without a disregard to how things combine with flavors. A couple of the things have been like that. Designed for photos so that Disney can get good promotion from Instagrammers and things. I'll say this. They had a media event the other day. I didn't get invited. Don't know why. A bunch of Instagrammers did. Tons of Instagrammers. One Instagrammer I saw who was invited, he had just 3,000 followers. I have 3,000 followers on Instagram, but I don't really use Instagram. But again, like, how do you get invited to that? I don't know. It just seemed to me like Disney was caring more about the Instagram side of things for all the photos. Like, they wanted tons of photos, so they invited tons of Instagrammers. That's just my impression, that the food is designed for Instagram, the media were invited for Instagram, that sort of stuff. Amy just reminded me about that Matterhorn macaroon. Yes, charging an extra $3 for sprinkles on top. They just expect people to take photos. They expect people to want to pay the extra $3 simply because they want a nice photo and that they're willing to drop that much extra for no taste difference. That's just the vibes that I'm getting from Disney on this food event specifically. For dinner, we went up to Cafe Daisy for the kids and got Benjamin a kids pepperoni pizza, and James wanted to get the mini corn dog nuggets. And Amy and I went over to Troubadour Tavern, and I ordered the W.E.D chili cheese baked potato, which is topped with beef and bean chili, cheese, sour cream, diced onions, and cornbread. And of course, W.E.D stands for Walter Elias Disney. And then Amy ordered the chicken pot pie baked potato, which is chicken pot pie filling with pie crust crumble. And then for a drink, we ordered the Dancing Shimmering Lights, which is a sweet berry lemonade with blackberry topper and colorful sanding sugar. And due to the nature of all of these items, we are just going to eat them before we talk about them. I'm not going to do it on camera just because they're going to get cold quickly and this drink is going to all like start to mix together. So we just want to do everything quickly and then we'll review it afterwards. You see this face? See this face? That was for the drink. I told you we were going to do it after the fact, but I couldn't pass it up. You guys like her face.
Don't like it. Tastes like cough syrup.
I thought it was really good. I loved it. My favorite drink that we've had so far. Okay, so now that you've had a chance to eat that baked potato, what did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good, actually. My only one complaint is that we didn't grab salt and pepper packets.
And just as a reminder, Amy had the chicken pot pie one.
And I think it would have been a little bit better with some salt, but I would have never thought of putting chicken pot pie on a potato. But I actually like it. This is better than just like your standard baked potato, in my opinion.
With mine, Amy had a bite of it. I had a bite of hers as well, but she had a bite of it, and the way she described mine was, it's chili on a potato. And I mean, to be truthful, that's all it is. It's nothing special. She's like, you could get chili on a potato. That's a very normal thing to put on a potato. There's nothing special about what you ordered. But with mine, as she said, the chicken pot pie, that's a unique item that you can't really get anywhere else. So I do agree with her in that statement that the chicken pot pie is probably the unique one that you want to try to get if you're looking for something unique to Disneyland. Otherwise, I mean, the chili on a baked potato is pretty good. Pretty solid option. No complaints from me whatsoever on it. Very filling. Both potatoes, I think, are just very filling. I think they're on the cheaper end too. I don't exactly remember the prices on them, but those were going to be on your screen whenever you saw the items. I think they're on the cheaper end and they're very filling, so that makes for a good meal item for you to consider when visiting Disneyland for the 70th anniversary. That sweet berry lemonade, I really loved it, absolutely loved it. I wish it had less ice in it and without the foam topper, because I could have just had more of that berry lemonade. That was so good. After I turned off the camera after showing your face earlier, your expression, you had justified your facial expression with an explanation. Do you want to share it with everybody?
Yeah, it tastes like Benadryl.
Well, no, not that. You just said you don't like berry flavored things.
Oh yeah, I don't really like berry flavored things because to me it tastes like Benadryl. It tastes like kids' chewable allergy medicine. And I guess maybe because I had allergies so much growing up and I was always taking that stuff, that this just tasted like medicine to me. And so I didn't like it.
Well, we were walking by the Candy Palace this morning, and Amy was like, ooh, I see a blue marshmallow one, so she wanted to go get it.
I'm more excited about how it looks and the fact that it's a marshmallow one. I wish this was a cake pop more than a marshmallow
I would agree, but that would be like
super cute.
That would be like a $15 cake pop.
Yeah, but this is one of those items that I'm getting suckered in because it's cute.
How much did that cost?
It was $7.99, but then our discount. So.
Okay. What I'm curious about is, does it have a flavor? Nope.
I don't think so.
Missed opportunity.
I know.
Could be blueberry. That would be great.
I mean, I'm trying to tell if it has a slight like blue raspberry hint to it or not. I'll let you try a bite in a minute.
I didn't want to try a bite.
Oh.
I'm not going to try a bite because I had a lot of food from breakfast this morning at the hotel. Granted, it was an exciting breakfast. You can check out the hotel video a little bit later on. I think next week sometime it'll drop. But I had 2 Danishes, and so I feel quite full from those, and they're unhealthy calorie-wise as well, so I don't really need anything else right now. And for lunch today, we went to Refreshment Corner and ordered the pulled pork mac and cheese in a bread bowl. This is mac and cheese topped with pineapple barbecue pulled pork in a sourdough bread bowl. And look, it's got Mickey ears on top as well. And then we also ordered the Fun Punch, which is a Fanta orange, pineapple, orange, and lime juices and a grenadine drink. Very interesting. We'll have to check this out. And for the boys, they got a mac and cheese hot dog. So that's what they're going to split together. Amy is, of course, going to have the first bite. I'm sorry I didn't film the entrance to Refreshment Corner. It's over there. I don't know why. I blanked on that a couple of times in this video. We've had a lot going on today and yesterday. A lot going on. A lot filming, so apologies. How's the pulled pork?
Good.
Did you get any mac and cheese or just pulled pork?
Mostly pulled pork. I'm trying to get more mac and cheese. Pretty good.
Is it a hit?
The pulled pork is really good. The mac and cheese, it's hard to taste over the pulled pork.
Yeah, too strong.
Because the pulled pork is so strong. Which is fine, because the pulled pork is really good. The only thing I would say about the mac and cheese is I wish it had more sauce.
Yeah.
Like if it was more saucy, then I think that would help.
This is an item that I was really looking forward to, probably the most of all the new stuff. Comparing it to all the other meal type items we had, the Tahitian ribs, the walking taco, and the baked potatoes, what would you think?
I mean, it's so different. That's the
I know. It's hard to compare, but...
It's hard to compare. I still kind of like the ribs. I mean, despite the fact that they were messy. But this is probably better than the walking taco.
Yeah.
That we had, especially because it's big. It's very filling. This would be a good item to like grab before you sat for the parade.
So I did have a couple of bites of pulled pork, and as Amy said, the pulled pork is very good. But if you take a look at the mac and cheese, you can also see what she means there. It's not very creamy. There's not a whole lot of sauce in there. So it definitely could be a little bit creamier. You just had thoughts on the bread bowl as well. Want to share those?
Yeah, so I wish they could make these items a little bit cheaper and just nix the bread bowl. I mean,
Or make them larger in a regular bowl?
or make them larger in a regular bowl. Because honestly, like, I don't know many people who actually eat the whole bread bowl.
The bread is nice, but like
nice,
it's
but
mostly just the topper that you end up eating. The bread bowl itself is we've eaten it sometimes, but it's harder. Let's try the Fun Punch now.
Ate one.
Flavors Fanta orange. You can taste the Fanta orange. Pineapple, not so much. I'm rating it from down below here. Lime juices, maybe a hint. Orange, Fanta orange and orange. I can't really tell the difference between those. And then grenadine. I can maybe also notice a hint of that as well. It's okay. It's decent. They've had other better drinks though for the 70th, like the Dancing Shimmering Lights. I love that. Amy did not though. So I'm curious to see what Amy thinks of this one in comparison. She might actually like this one more than the Shimmering Lights. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's got a lot of orange juice in it though.
Yeah, that was the prevailing flavor for sure. Orange overpowers just about everything.
So I don't know if I would necessarily order it again, because it just kind of tastes like they stuck grenadine syrup and orange juice.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I would say even the orange juice more overpowers even the Fanta orange. It's got a little
taste Fanta,
a little carbonation there, like a little sizzle.
Barely. But I do like this better than the berry one because, to me that just tasted like medicine.
I loved that one.
It tasted like medicine.
See, this is what we mean. Look, this is how deep this bread bowl was. Not even really the length of the tines of the fork. That's how deep it was. This is the bottom of the bread bowl. So it's not very deep, which means there's not a whole lot of like mac and cheese and meat in this. So I do wish that it was maybe a larger portion size without the bread bowl. And for our last stop in this food tour, it is going to be Cafe Daisy. And from Cafe Daisy, we ordered the Miss Daisy. This is a Minute Maid light lemonade and blue cotton candy syrup topped with blue raspberry gummy rings. And for a meal, we ordered the chicken bacon ranch flop over. This is, ranch on it, bacon bits, diced chicken, mozzarella, and provolone. And the kids have claimed the rings. There's 2 rings, and that means 1 for each child. That's what they want.
Lemonade.
Lemonade? Even the ring tastes like lemonade, or is it just because it was sitting in the lemonade? It looks better. It's cotton candy flavored.
Doesn't taste like cotton candy.
What's it taste like?
Just lemonade.
Just colored blue?
Colored lemonade.
Oh. It does have a slight flavoring to it. I don't know what I would call it though. It's definitely not cotton candy. It's interesting. It tastes kind of blue though. It tastes blue. Does that make sense? I can't describe the flavor because I don't know what it is, but it tastes blue.
It's blue ras.
Sometimes we really just don't know how to describe stuff. I'm sorry. Blue raspberry maybe? Something like a very slight hint of that possibly.
Blue raspberry.
I know it's not, but it's just, you know what it tastes like?
What?
It's like that blue Powerade.
Oh.
The blue berry Powerade. Kinda,
but maybe it is just cotton candy flavor and we never eat cotton candy, so.
maybe. Now Amy's gonna try the flop over.
We're supposed to eat this.
Just take a bite of it.
I really like this item.
Better than the Hawaiian one?
They're totally different flavors, so it's hard to say.
I feel like every time I ask you to tell me whether something's better, you're like, oh, well, they're totally different items.
They are totally different items. That was but pineapple, Hawaiian pizza. This is chicken bacon rings, but what this reminds me of is the chicken bakes from Costco.
Oh,
it kind of
really?
reminds me of those, yeah.
Chicken bakes at Costco are significantly cheaper.
They are.
Yeah, I can agree with Amy on that about being the chicken bake. The flavors are very distinct. You can taste the chicken, you can taste the dough, the bread, you can taste the bacon bits, and you can taste the ranch. So it's a nice little happy marriage of flavors. This isn't something where one flavor overpowers the other and you can't even tell, like we've been saying with a couple of things. No, this one, happy marriage of flavors, I think is the best way to describe it. And it is very good. All the pizza flopovers that I've had up here lately have been really good. They've definitely stepped up their game with the pizza flopovers over the last couple of years. And that's it for our time here today at Disneyland, eating a lot of the new foods for the 70th anniversary. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. You got questions? Drop them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer them. Click the video on your screen to check out my Paint the Night dining package review. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.